Ever tried camping only to wake up freezing because your sleeping bag let you down? Today, we're revealing the best sleeping bags under $50, 0 cents. Warm, budget-friendly, and surprisingly comfy for any adventure. Welcome to the channel, stick around. This guide will help you choose wisely. All product links are in the description, so don't forget to check them out. The number 5 product on our list is MEREZA Sleeping Bag. It's wild how a budget-friendly sleeping bag can feel this premium, and that's exactly the surprise this one delivers. The moment you sink into it after a long, exhausting day outdoors, most people shopping in the under 50 range worry about two things: lack of warmth and lack of space. This bag flips that fear on its head with a roomy build that actually lets taller campers stretch out without feeling trapped, and that alone brings a rush of relief you don't often get from entry-level gear. The insulation has that cozy, wraparound warmth you crave on cold nights, and the shell handles wind and moisture far better than similar options in this category, making it stand out when comparing it to other value picks. The added pillow is a small detail that makes a surprisingly big difference, removing that annoying struggle of folding jackets under your head just to get comfortable. The zipper system glides cleanly, the foot vent is a smart touch for regulating temperature, and the lining feels soft enough to make you forget you're on a trail instead of a bed. On the pro side, you get excellent warmth, generous sizing, a comfy feel, and a storage sack that actually makes packing easier instead of a fight. A slight con is the weight, since it's heavier than minimalist bags. But for campers who prioritize comfort over ultralight specs, the trade-off is worth it. Everything about this setup feels like a smart choice for hikers, festival goers, and anyone wanting a reliable sleep system without overspending, a product shaped by practical testing and real-world comfort. If you need extreme backpacking light gear, look elsewhere, but if you want dependable warmth, space, and peace of mind at a low cost, this one confidently earns its spot in your pack. At number 4 is Atarash Sleeping Bag. You don't expect a budget-friendly sleeping bag to feel this comforting, yet this one immediately gives you that finally I can relax moment the second you slip inside after a long day outdoors. Most buyers in this price range worry about warmth, durability, and whether the bag will feel cramped, and that worry disappears fast once you notice the roomy cut that actually lets side sleepers settle in naturally. The insulation brings a steady, reliable warmth that feels reassuring on chilly nights, while the shell blocks wind and moisture far better than many similarly priced options, creating that peaceful sense of being protected from the elements. Compared to lighter, ultra-budget models, this one stands out with its solid fill and smarter draft control, making nights feel more stable and comfortable instead of unpredictable. The added sash pocket is a small but thoughtful detail, letting you keep essentials close, and the ability to convert it into a blanket or pair it with another bag adds a level of versatility that many competing picks simply skip. On the positive side, you're getting comfort, generous sizing, dependable insulation, and multiple configurations that suit everything from camping trips to car-governed nights. A con worth noting is the weight, which leans heavier than minimalist bags, but the comfort payoff makes it a smart trade for casual adventurers who value warmth over ultralight specs. Overall, this is a genuinely strong choice for campers, festival goers, and weekend explorers who want reliable sleep gear without overspending. Tested in real-world moments, not just on paper. If you're chasing extreme lightweight performance, this won't be the match, but if you want cozy nights, simple setup, and a price that feels almost too good, it's absolutely worth grabbing. The third one on our list is FARLAND Sleeping Bag. It's wild how a budget-friendly sleeping bag can feel this calming the moment you slide inside, especially after a long day on the trail, when all you want is warmth, space, and that deep sigh of relief you only get from gear that actually works. Most people shopping in this price range worry about thin insulation, cold spots, or bags that feel restrictive, but this one immediately eases those concerns with its roomy cut, soft lining, and a fill that holds warmth far better than many similar low-cost picks. The weather-resistant outer shell brings a real sense of protection, keeping dampness and night chill on the outside where it belongs, and the comfort range makes it surprisingly reliable during cool evenings that other entry-level bags struggle with. Compared to lighter but cheaper feeling alternatives, this bag gives a more stable warmth and a noticeably cozier sleeping experience, especially if you value steady insulation over ultralight weight. The roll control design also makes packing less frustrating, and the option to zip two together adds versatility, whether you're camping with a partner or just want extra space. Of course, the trade-off is weight, which leans heavier than minimalist models, but for casual campers, road trippers, and weekend hikers who prioritize comfort over ounces, it's a worthwhile exchange. What makes it stand out is how reassuring it feels after dark, delivering that mix of warmth, breathing room, and durability you usually don't expect at this price. If you're chasing extreme lightweight performance, look elsewhere. But if you want a dependable, cozy, real-world tested sleeping companion that doesn't drain your wallet, this one earns a confident thumbs up. On number 2 is MalloMe Sleeping Bag. It's surprising how a budget-friendly bag can instantly shift the entire tone of a camping night, especially when most people hunting in this price range worry about thin insulation, stiff fabrics, or bags that feel more like plastic than comfort. This one immediately sets a different mood, delivering that warm, secure, I can finally relax feeling the moment you slip inside after a long hike. The lightweight build makes it easy to pack for backpackers who want value without extra weight, yet it still brings enough insulation to keep cool nights from stealing your sleep. Compared to many other options in this category, the shell feels more durable, the stitching more reliable, and the inner feel more inviting, giving you a sense of real protection instead of just covering up the cold. Families especially will appreciate how the softer interior calms restless sleepers, and the roomy cut makes it far more forgiving for adults who toss and turn. The vibrant colors even add a sense of fun you don't usually get at this price, which is a subtle but welcome touch. Of course, it's not designed for freezing nights, and anyone planning winter adventures should look elsewhere. But for spring to fall trips, it hits a very comfortable sweet spot. The compression sack packs down easily, making it convenient for hikers who need gear that won't slow them down. What really stands out is how it solves the common problem of finding a dependable, comfortable, entry-level sleep system without spending more than you planned. For casual campers, young explorers, and travelers who want reliable warmth and simple comfort, this one feels like the smart, confidence-boosting pick that just makes outdoor nights easier. Now, moving to the last one is Venture Sleeping Bag. It's surprising how quickly this bag changes the mood of a camping night, especially for anyone who's been frustrated by cramped space, uneven warmth, or budget bags that feel more like tarps than something you actually want to sleep in. This one immediately brings a sense of calm the moment you stretch out inside it, thanks to its generous size and smooth lining that feels far more inviting than many options in this price range. Most people searching for an affordable pick worry about warmth, and this bag tackles that head-on with a design that balances cool weather comfort and breathability so you don't end up sweating through the night. Compared to tighter, narrower bags, the wider cut gives real relief to side sleepers, and the two-way zipper lets you fine-tune airflow when the temperature shifts. An underrated benefit on unpredictable spring and fall trips. Its water-resistant shell adds a reassuring layer of protection, especially if condensation or light moisture tend to creep into your campsite. And unlike some ultralight models that feel delicate, the tougher fabric inspires confidence while still packing down easily for hikers who want simplicity. The trade-off is that it's not intended for deep cold, but for everyday camping, road trips, and occasional backpacking, it hits a dependable sweet spot. What makes it stand out is how it solves the common pain points: lack of room, inconsistent warmth, awkward zippers, without inflating the price. For taller campers, restless sleepers, or anyone wanting a trusted, comfort-focused pick in the under 50 category, this one feels like a smart, comforting upgrade that genuinely improves your night outdoors. So guys, this wraps up our video on the best sleeping bag under $50, 0 cents you can buy right now. I've added all the product links in the description, so make sure to check them out and grab the one that fits your style and game perfectly. If this video helped you in any way, don't forget to hit that like button. It really motivates us to keep bringing you honest, helpful gear guides. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss our upcoming reviews, comparisons, and buying tips. Your support means everything. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.